loves, welcome back. So I've been doing a lot of online shopping for Christmas, and I annoyingly, stupidly, naively, I don't know, all of the things, I haven't been opening all of the parcels. I've just kind of been piling them up or hiding them as quick as possible before anybody sees what I've been buying. So I had this big like laundry bag of like things I've been buying, and last night I sat down to finally open them and start wrapping some presents and trying to get ahead, and I found this little box in there and I had no idea what it was. And then I opened it up and found a Charlotte Tilbury product that I ordered quite a few weeks ago that I totally forgot that I ordered, didn't even remember, didn't even miss it, and here it is. So I thought in today's video we'll do a typical kind of Charlotte Tilbury first impressions test and then a full day wear test. I enjoy those, and I really like watching those because it's kind of nice to see, you know, someone's first impression and also how the product performs and holds up. But there's a slight issue, a slight oopsie. I'm sure it'll be fine. So this is, let's put this down, I'm not going to hold this here the whole time. So this is the Tinted Love. I can't really see it, and I've got my contacts in, so that's slightly worrying. This is the Tinted Love Lip and Cheek Tint from Charlotte Tilbury. I went for the shade Petal Pink. The packaging is beautiful. So I did my normal, cracked open my laptop. I didn't crack it open, but you know what I'm saying. Opened my laptop, went to the Charlotte Tilbury website to find out the information so I can give you a little bit of bump on this. It's completely out of stock, and it says that it's coming back next year. And I know we're super close to 21, but I'm not sure at what point next year. So I think a lot of the time, kind of like the setting spray, Charlotte will release a product limited edition for like a week or so, and then there's like an official launch much later down the line. So although this isn't available right now, I thought I'd still test it, because then if it's good, then when it launches we can all be ready to kind of snap up this or a whole bunch of the shades. I think there's 5 shades. Like I said, I went for Petal Pink. I've not even opened this yet, so let's get on with it. If you enjoy this video, as always, hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. But let's try it. Oh, the packaging. So this is a, I don't know if I've said this already, I can't remember, but this is a tinted cheek and lip tint. Made some notes. The claims are really impressive. It says it boosts hydration 180% after just 4 hours. And after 12 hours, it still boosts hydration by 118%. It's got hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, really beautiful, nourishing ingredients. And obviously with those claims, it's going to hydrate at the same time. It's £25. I can't remember if I said that either. Oh well, £25. That's quite a lot, isn't it? It's quite a lot. However, if it is a stain and it lasts and you don't need to keep reapplying it, then I'm okay with that price point, because you're going to use less product and it will last a really long time. It's supposed to be kiss proof, non-transferable, and it glides on wet and gives you that just kiss kind of blush. So the packaging, I really like this packaging. Oh, it's got, let's put this down whilst just trying this. It's got like a, I don't know, a different, it's like a doe foot but not quite. Very different type of applicator. My lips are clean. Oh, what is that on my face? Nice. Ignore that. I'm not redoing that intro. It's fine. It's fine. We're all friends. We won't judge. I've got clean, dry lips. No product on my lips at all, because this is a stain. I want to make sure that there's no barriers on there so that this can actually get to my skin and stain it. Then we're going to put some on the cheeks. I have got full shebang, bronzer, contour, highlight. The only product I haven't got on is blush. I am nervous on how a wet, watery, because it says glides on wet. I'm nervous how that's going to apply over powders. Typically with stains like this, it's quite nice for like a no makeup look, when you can, you know, just have a tiny bit of makeup and add a hint of colour to your cheeks and lips. But here we are. Well, it's good to know anyway. So let's try it on the lips. Can't smell anything. Oh, there was like a whole bunch of different colours. I went for the more pink. Oh, that's nice. I went for more of a pinkier shade. There's like a red one and a more kind of tanny taupey one. Oh, it's very, very lightweight. It's going on really nice. The applicator's actually a really, really nice shape. I can feel a little bit of product on my lips, but it's nothing like a lipstick or a gloss. Really, really love the colour. It's like flushed lips. I like it. Now, how should we do this on the cheek? My brain, I didn't think this through. Right, what we're gonna do, okay, is we're just gonna dot some on and then blend it with my finger. I'm kind of pressing it rather than swiping it because I don't want it to remove the rest of my makeup. Oh, that's quite pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Excuse my middle finger. And I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks because it is like a stain, like a tint. I like that kind of flush look, and that's what I guess this is for, to give you that kind of flush rosy glow. You could of course apply it higher up on your cheeks if you wanted to. Lips haven't dried down yet. I wonder how long that takes. Let me do the same on the other side. So I'm just dotting it on, blending it with my finger. It blends quite well. I have to also say, I always like when I'm editing my videos, if I ever touch my face, I've got awfully kind of weird chicken feet fingers. And they're very, very double jointed and they bend in all kinds of shapes. You might not have noticed, or you might have noticed and just not said anything because you're being polite. But I've got like, they automatically just do their own thing. So sometimes in videos I look back and I'm like, you look like, I don't know what I look like. But so yeah, there's that. So if you've ever seen my fingers before and thought, huh, what's going on there? It's just me. Kind of suits my awkwardness, doesn't it? All right, I'm adding more. I'm not even thinking about it. I love the colour. Love it. It's actually applying really nicely on top of powders. I don't feel like it's shifted my foundation really. Oh, tinted love. Oof. Lips haven't dried down completely yet, which is interesting. With tints and stains I've used in the past, they've been incredibly pigmented and they've dried in seconds and dried out my lips. Like sometimes they're really high in alcohol and they just strip the living daylights out of your lips. With this, because it's got the hyaluronic acid and the vitamin E and it's boosting hydration, I'm looking at my notes, it's boosting hydration of 180% after 4 hours. I'm actually expecting it not to completely dry down, like dry. You know what I'm saying? But on my cheeks, I feel like that's kind of set into place. Oh, very lightweight, can't feel it on my skin at all. Let's have a look at my finger. That's kind of my blendy finger. I can see that a little bit there. I've got a flannel on my desk. Let me see if I can wipe it off. It's not on my trousers, I promise. That's given me a delightful ET finger. On home. That's definitely, oh yeah, that has definitely stained my finger. So as always, I'm going to leave this here. Not going to put any lip products on at all, and we'll check in. I'll check in much later on today. If there is any update before that, I will pop back and just say, hey look, it's disappeared or whatever. But let's just see how it wears. But first impressions, love the shade of this. What was it? Petal pink. Feels incredibly comfortable. Definitely feels hydrating on the lips. It feels hydrating without being greasy or slimy. I love how that blended in seconds. It's layered onto powders really nice. So yeah, first impressions right now, love it, love it, love it, love it, and tempted to buy more when they come out. But let's see how we get on later on. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes. The lip has dried down a little bit. There's not as much kind of slip to it. I mean, it wasn't super slippy, but it's definitely kind of dried now, which I like. Love the colour. The lighting here is obviously quite different, so you can see it in more kind of natural light, and it's added a really lovely flush. Lips don't feel dry at all. The colour is super pretty. So far so good, so I'll definitely check in much later on today. Well, hello there. It's been about 3 hours. The lips, I ate the lips off. It's gone. I had water, I had a coffee, and then I had porridge for my lunch with strawberries and peanut butter because I'm secretly like 94. Yeah, it didn't hang around on my lips, but my cheeks, negative but positive, my cheeks are still there. I have quite a bit of glow on my cheeks. I would normally say I wouldn't need to kind of retouch powder until a little bit further down the line. So I think the kind of hydration, moisturisation, perhaps the ingredients in it have added a subtle glow, should we say? A subtle glow. It's not greasy, it's a glow. But the colour is still there, it's still popping, I can still see it, it's still really, really pretty. But just like I said, there's a sheen. There's a sheen there. So I'm kind of sad, actually. I'm just looking at myself. I maybe should have retouched my makeup a little bit before this, because you can see where I've been like eating and rubbing my face. I think perhaps if you're not going to eat, then it'll probably last a little bit longer. And I think once it's dried down, it's probably a really good under mask option, because I was kind of rubbing it with my finger and it wasn't shifting. So I feel like if you want a hint of colour, mask appropriate, it's going to survive, then that might work. But for me, it didn't survive a meal. And like I said, we're only 3 hours in. Honestly, I think the blush is probably going to hang on in there. I don't feel like I need to check back any further, because I kind of feel like I'll just be repeating myself and saying the same. Having said that, if it for some reason it completely disappears, then I will record a different ending. But for now, I feel like I have a good idea of the product. I really, really like it. Will I rush out and buy more shades to use on my lips? No, probably not. I have a lot of other products, a lot of other lip products that are really, really long wearing and survive me eating like a wild animal, clearly. So for a lip product, probably not. But for a cheek tint, I think that it's actually really pretty. I really like the shade of this. I liked how easy it was to blend, and it's wearing really nicely. If you're wearing minimal makeup, maybe gym makeup, or something where you want to keep it very sort of natural and simple and easy, I would use it on the lips again for sure, but I'll just take it with me so that I can kind of retouch it after eating. Yeah, nice product, not my favourite. Enjoyed it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Like, I just wish that it held up a little bit more on my lips. Never mind. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you really soon. Take care.